Here are 20 software terms that you keep hearing, and I'm here to explain them once and for all. Number 1 is client side. This is everything you see in the browser. So this could be clicking a button, loading a page, or seeing animations. It's anything the user can interact with directly. Number 2 is server side, and this is everything that happens on the server. This is what powers an application. So this could be processing logins, fetching data from a database, or just running business logic. 4 is API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. APIs allow apps to talk to each other. For example, a weather app might use an API to access live weather data. 5 is SDK, Software Development Kit. This is just a bundle of tools that help developers create something. It can include libraries, code samples, documentation, and even emulators. It kind of is like a starter kit for you. 6 is library, and this is just a bunch of reusable code that solves common problems. So instead of having to write all the functions from scratch, you can just use a library and pick out what you need. I messed the numbers up, so the real number 6 is framework, and this is just like a library but with more structure. So it kind of tells you how you can build your project. An example would be React. Number 7. Database. This is where an application can store and retrieve data like users, posts, messages, anything like that. 8 is SQL. This is pretty much the standard language to query databases. So you could query a database like, get me all users beginning with A. 9 is NoSQL, and this is a type of database that doesn't use the traditional SQL structure. It's flexible and it's usually used for a lot of data or fast-moving data. 10 is front end, and this is what the user interacts with. So this will be built with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. 11 is a backend, and this is what powers the app. It handles the logic, it handles getting data from databases, etc. And this is what the user doesn't see. 12 is version control, and this is just a way to track your changes and be able to reverse changes if you made a mistake, and Git is probably the most popular one. 13 is repository, and this is just a folder of all your code, and it is hosted on somewhere like GitHub or Bitbucket, and it's usually tracked with Git. 14 is pull request, and this is just a way to propose making changes to code. So you could create a pull request, someone reviews your changes, and then you can merge into the main code. 15 is branch, and this is just a way of working parallel to your main code, and then once it's approved and ready, you can merge it using your pull request into the main code. 16 is full stack, and this is just a developer that deals with both front end and back end. They're basically expected to do everything. 17 is CI/CD, or continuous integration and continuous development. These are pipelines designed to automate building, testing, and deploying code. It helps catch errors faster and ship code faster. 18 is runtime, and this is just the environment in which your code runs. For example, JavaScript runs in the browser. The runtime handles things like memory and execution. 19, container. A container like Docker can contain all your app and its dependencies, so it can run the same anywhere on anyone's machine. And 20 is refactor, and this is just changing the structure of the code, not what it does, to make it more efficient. And that is 20 software terms. I think we got there in the end. I think it's pretty much, I messed them numbering up. But you hear these terms all the time in the tech industry, so I hope this was helpful. And if you want to learn more about APIs, I've actually got a free guide that you can just download, and I'll leave the link below for that. But other than that, check out the software series, and I'll see you next time.